Well, she began her musical journey at age 9 in Southeast Missouri. She performed and toured with her family band, the Harper family. She has a new single out called String Cheese. And she is the winner of the latest series of American Idol. Tonight, she gets to make her Grand Ole Opry debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hannah Harper.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Stomping in, boots are racking on the floorboard, pacing back and forth, reaching to the front porch. Looks like you've had bad luck for sure, but I didn't do it. I don't take kindly to a reckless tongue, so quit getting all undone. Well, you don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. And the last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you here, but I'm gonna give you one of three choices. Simmer down, cowboy up, or hold your horses. I ain't saying, sweetheart, that you gotta be tame, but you need to pull back on the reins. Think you can see who's to blame, and I didn't do it. Your saddle seemed to get turned around. You're running like a rodeo clown. You don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. The last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you, dear, but I'm gonna give you one of three choices. Simmer down, cowboy up, or hold your horses. Well, I got to step and stomp my feet, so take a deep breath and say it with me. 2, 3. You don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. And the last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you, dear, but I'm gonna give you one of three choices. Simmer down, cowboy up, or hold your horses. Well, I said simmer down, cowboy up, or hold your horses. Well, I said simmer down, cowboy up, or hold your horses.
This is absolutely insane. And now I understand why Minnie Pearl said, "I'm just so glad to be here." Woo! Let me tell you something about standing on this wood right now. I feel like there's power coming through my boots. This is floor that so many legends have stood on, and last year I was sitting on my couch hoping and praying that I'd have the opportunity, that I'd get to share my original songs with the world. I'm too emotional for this, y'all. And he's done just that. He's opened every door. And when I started thinking about American Idol, I just prayed that the Lord would, if it wasn't for me, shut the door in my face. And man, I felt like he grabbed my hand and he said, "It's go time, we're running, baby." And we haven't stopped running, and now we're here, and it's so amazing. Whew. It's an absolute privilege to get to stand up here, and I get to stand alongside my brother Dylan and my brother Dalton, who I've got to stand alongside my whole life and do music with. This next song that we're gonna do is a song that I wrote. and it's going to be released here shortly. But it was a song that I wrote with two fellas, and I think writing in Nashville is kind of like speed dating. You getting in a room, and you have to tell them as much information about yourself in 15 minutes as you can, and then you got to write a song about it. And so he said, "Tell me about yourself." I said, "I'm from a little town in Missouri. It's not where I was raised. I married into the town." He said, "Well, there's our song." I said, "Okay." So we wrote a song about Willow Springs, Missouri, and how it's not my hometown, but there is nothing better than small town living in a little bitty community. And I want nothing more. I love Nashville, but man, I love cows and a whole lot of grass. And so this is called Married into This Town. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Behind those city streets for a small town boy and his grandma's ring, a white picket fence and a front porch swing, hand-me-down couch and a newfound dream. I wasn't born with roots in the ground, but I brought them with me and planned to lay them down. Ain't got a money tree growing in the yard, there's a dollar store right down the street. I just wanna be anywhere you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Down at Ron's Diner, they're spilling the tea. It's the best cherry pie in all of Willow Springs. Buried in the church, baptized in the creek. Friday night lights up the end of the week. I wasn't born with roots in the ground, but I brought them with me and plan to lay them down. Ain't got a money tree growing in the yard, there's a dollar store right down the street. I just wanna be anywhere you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Ain't got a money tree growing in the yard, but there's a dollar store right down the street. I just wanna be anywhere you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. God knows where I'd be right now if He hadn't brought me to this town. Oh, 'cause I'm married into this town.
I'm gonna try to quit crying. I don't know if I've ever put so much lipstick on the end of a microphone. Golly, y'all are gonna have to do some cleaning. This next song that we're gonna do is a song that I wrote about cheese. Not really. It's not really about cheese. as you all know, I got to share this song with so many people, but it was a song that the Lord laid on my heart during a very vulnerable season in my life. And how many mamas do I have in the room? How many daddies do I have in the room? How many people do I have in the room who don't have babies, that are raising babies that aren't theirs? I see you too.
You bet.
I'll tell you what, after I had my third baby, I struggled with postpartum depression, and I think there's a line in the song about cheese sticks, and everyone's like, why in the world did you include that? And that was that exact moment that God shook me. But when you're a parent, there's so many needs, whether you're in the work field and then you come home and then you're mom and dad. But when you get home and you have multiple kids and everybody needs something at the same time, it's overwhelming. But there's no place that I would rather be. And it was in that moment, one of my babies was crying and the other one was like, I want to watch Bluey. And then my son was like, open my cheese. And he was just flinging his cheese in my face. And I was like, leave me alone with the daggum cheese. And that is all over t-shirts now and hats. But the Lord shook me in that moment, and he reminded me that my house is the greatest ministry that I'll ever have. I'm so sorry. And this was a song that I wrote for myself that I never thought the world would hear. I released it on Mother's Day last year. And now it's been streamed and heard by over 140 million people. And God has continued to bless me with it and give me opportunities for me to share my story and let other parents, mom, dads, people who are raising kids that aren't there, to know that they're seen. And it's hard. It's hard to be a parent. It's hard to raise kids, and especially hard to be a full-time working mom and dad. But you're seen, and I think that I just want to remind everybody that you only have babies for this long to just soak it in. But I hope you guys enjoy this. It's called String Cheese.
Rachel on the TV with their favorite nursery rhyme. Hot Wheels and little people under my feet. Baby's crying, it's pure chaos, but I don't miss a beat. Always knew that a 9 to 5 wouldn't suit me very good, but my hours are extended. That's just motherhood. I never knew this is what my 20s would look like, but they saved me before I had the chance to waste my life. And some days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I worry about their every need. When I'm overwhelmed and touched out, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, can you open my string cheese? I smile because I know meeting their needs fills my soul. And being their mama is who I'm meant to be.
Y'all welcome my mama friend, Miss Carrie Underwood.
One day I'll be alone with a hot, fresh cup of joe, wishing that someone would just drop by. And I'll sit and reminisce the times that I sure miss. Scattered toys and a baby on my hip. I thought peace in the quiet's what I wanted, but I'd give anything to go back to being needed. To those days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I'd worry about their every need. And when I'm overwhelmed and touched out, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, would you open my string cheese?
I smile 'cause I know meeting their needs fills my soul. Being their mama is who I'm meant to be.
Make it up, Miss Carrie Underwood. Well, that concludes my time in the circle for right now, but they're going to have to rip me off the stage. I'm about to just take a seat right here. Thank you all for being an amazing crowd, and I appreciate it. On behalf of Dalton, Dylan, and myself, thank you all so much.
Hannah Harper making her Grand Ole Opry debut, everybody. And for everyone who's listening all around the world, that is what a standing ovation sounds like after your Grand Ole Opry debut. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
How did it feel? We were talking about this morning on WSM Radio. You got up so early and came and did the show. Thank you for doing that. We said you're stepping into the circle for the first time. Give us the feeling that was going through your mind.
Well, I was up until 4:30 last night because it feels like the night before Christmas, and my knees haven't stopped shaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got through it.
I got through it.
It sounded amazing.
This crowd makes it easy.
They do. Everybody here
They're
loves you,
incredible.
girl.
They're absolutely incredible.
So good. You know, you mentioned it this morning that you felt like God grabbed your hand and said, hold on, it's time, let's go, and started running. It really has been a whirlwind for you. Have you had a chance to just kind of soak it in? Tell us what it's been like since you've come off the show.
There hasn't been a minute where I'm not running. And we had a short little break at home, just in time to take a nap, and that's about it. And we're hitting the road, and I think we have every weekend booked until October. So I will see you guys. I'll be at the Ryman in Nashville with Lauren Elena here in November. So I'm excited to get to stand on another legendary stage, but we're ready to take off.
You told me earlier that you actually had some text messages with Lauren Elena, Grand Ole Opry member Lauren Elena, whom we love so much. So give us the insight on how that happened. She reached out to you when you were still on the show?
She did. She did. Well, she was 15 years old when she was on the show, and I reached out to her and I said, hey, I need some insight. What should I expect? She said, call me. I was like, uh-oh. And I was expecting the worst, and she was so encouraging the entire time, which my experience on Idol was amazing. I had the opportunity to share my love for the Lord, and they never dimmed that light whatsoever. And then as soon as I got off the phone with her, I got a message from her manager and said, you want to hop on tour with Lauren? Oh. I was like, oh my goodness, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. I'll pay you to let me come.
And we were talking about this dress. I want you to give a shout out to the person who made this for you because it looks fantastic.
Yes, the patchwork dress that Tish made for String Cheese is legendary now. And she has made all my fancy outfits since then. I think she was stitching this last week at a football game or a baseball game. And by hand, she took this to the ball game and did this all by herself. Tish Yates, everybody give it up for her.
Yes, it's beautiful.
She did an amazing job.
Thank you so much for including the Opry in your whirlwind. We are so proud to have you on the stage.
Thank you so much.
One more time for Hannah Harper,
Thank
everybody.
you guys. Appreciate it.
You know, the coolest part about this show is in the span of one night, we've had the longest serving member of the Grand Ole Opry who's about to celebrate 65 years. And then we had somebody step into the circle for the very first time. And that's the power of the Grand Ole Opry, to have all of that in one show. I do have some news that I want to share with everybody. We have an incredible woman who works here. We love her so much. She works behind the scenes, and she takes care of everything backstage. Her name is Diana, but we all call her Lemonade because she makes hand-squeezed lemonade for us at every show. Back here in our family room, there is handmade lemonade for us at every show. Well, tonight, we just found out that she won a CMA award It's the CMA Touring Awards for Unsung Hero. So it recognizes someone behind the scenes who goes above and beyond. And our own Lemonade won a CMA award tonight. So would you give her a round of applause? Anybody who has been here and performed here knows how special she is to us, and we are so glad that now everybody else knows just how amazing she is. Well, speaking of amazing, we have somebody coming out here to close the show. 18 years, a proud member of the Grand Ole Opry, 29 number one hits, 8-time Grammy Award winner. You can hear her year-round on Sirius XM channel Carrie's Country. That is Channel 60. She recently wrapped up her second season on American Idol on the judges panel and launched her new wellness brand, High Note. Have you all seen it? Have you tried it? You got to get some of that. And this year marks the 20th anniversary of her iconic hit, Before He Cheats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Opry star Carrie Underwood.
Well, hello again. Jenny grew up wild like a Blackfoot daisy, out in the shack with the blue tick hound. Broke as hell, but blessed with beauty, the kind that a rich man can't turn down. She caught the eye of an oil man dancing one summer night in a dime store dress. She had the look, he had the mansion, and you can figure out the rest. It was all roses, dripping in diamonds, sipping on champagne. She was all uptown, wearing that white gown, taking his last name. She could hear those church bells ringing, ringing, and up in the loft that home choir singing, singing. Fold your hands and close your eyes, it's all gonna be alright. And just listen to the church bells ringing, ringing, yeah, they're ringing. Jenny was hosting junior league parties and having dinner at the country club. Everyone thought they were Ken and Barbie, but Ken was always getting way too drunk. Saturday night after a few too many, he came home ready to fight, and all his money could never save Jenny from the devil living in his eyes. It was all bruises, covered in makeup, dark sunglasses. And that next morning, sitting in the back pew praying with the Baptist, she could hear those church bells ringing, ringing, and up in the loft that home choir singing, singing. Fold your hands and close your eyes, it's all gonna be alright. And just listen to the church bells ringing, ringing, yeah, they're ringing. Jenny sips something in his Tennessee whiskey no lawman was ever gonna find, and how he died is still a mystery, but he hit a woman for the very last time. Yeah, she can hear those church bells ringing, ringing. He's standing there in a black dress, singing, singing. Fold your hands and close your eyes, yeah, it's all gonna be alright. Just listen to the church bells ringing, ringing, yeah, they're ringing. Well, thank you very much. Tonight is a very special night. I feel so blessed that I got to not only be there, I got to hear Hannah Harper before like the rest of the world did,
And what an honor that was to get to just be in that room and like listen to somebody that really just made you feel something. But then to be here tonight for her Grand Ole Opry debut, I mean, I just feel all kinds of blessed. And she asked me to, she asked me to sing with her, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to ruin your moment on the stage. But it was an honor. I feel like a proud parent. It's also very special just because we're at the Opry tonight. I love being here. I love getting to come here and kind of do songs that we don't always get to do. We try to have a mix of songs that might be familiar to people, but then also just kind of do things that are a little bit special. We're going to do one right now that I haven't done in a little bit, but I feel like it's one of my favorite kind of story songs, and that's one thing I love about country music is we get to tell a story. So I'm going to tell y'all a story.
Walking up to me down aisle 5, I wave and I smile back, and I can feel her eyes on me. She's checking me out in the checkout line, Cabernet in a paper bag. Yeah, and she's the reason he'll tell me he's working late, and I'll go home and cook him dinner, pour the wine and sit up and wait. She got me played for a fool, but the joke's on her, and I bet she's lying in. What she don't know, she don't know. She can have him. And now I know what's been going on behind closed doors in room 310. From the laundry I've been folding, I can still smell that strong cologne he puts on to hide that Virginia Slim that she's been smoking. But there's a cruel world awaiting outside of them motel sheets, 'cause he'll find himself another Jezebel and she'll end up just like me. But she don't know is I know what she's been up to. I bet she thinks she got me played for a fool, but the joke's on her, and I bet she's lying in. What she don't know, she don't know. Is she can have him? She can have him. Oh yes, she can have this ring I'm slipping off, and this house I'm tired of cleaning. She can have it all and have a ball with this worthless piece I'm leaving. But she don't know as I know what she's been up to. I bet she thinks she got me played for a fool, but the joke's on her, and I bet that she's lying in. What she don't know, she don't know. Is she can have him? She can have him. Ooh, she can have him. Oh, she can have
Thank you very much. Gotta get the guitar over all this hair. So, something that I have taken up over the last few years, we built a house on some land outside of Nashville. Let's see, in like 2018, something like that. I started a garden in 2019, and then 2020 kind of clobbered us all over the head, and we were home a lot. So I was like, I'm really going to get into this gardening thing. And I did, and I feel like there's something just really incredible about being outside in the sunshine with your hands in the dirt, and you plant a seed, and sometimes it grows, and sometimes it doesn't, and you really don't know why. But it's pretty cool when it does. You feel like you've accomplished something, even though I just put a seed in some dirt and put some water on it, and God did the rest. But there's something really cool about it, and I feel like there's a lot of life lessons to be learned in the garden, and I feel like I'm constantly learning them. And if you are interested in gardening, don't follow me on Instagram, because I still don't know what I'm doing really, but what's the worst that could happen? But I wrote a song with some buddies of mine about things that we learned in the garden, and we are going to do that for you now.
Where I come from, those big green pastures keep on rolling, they don't disappear. In the middle there's a man on a big green tractor, hoping it's gonna be a real good year. Yeah, this back home drive's got me reflecting, and it feels like God's asking me some questions. If your words were seeds that were going in the ground, and your love was rain farmers prayed about, if your words were sunlight we all needed, what kind of world would it be? If you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? If you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? Would it be warm like Eden, or more like a desert? Would the fruit be sweet or withered and dry? Would the weeds take over cause it's been neglected? Do your roots run deep? Are your branches high? And if your words were seeds that were going in the ground, and your love was rain farmers prayed about, if your life was sunlight we all needed, what kind of world would it be? If you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? If you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? Would you plant patience, and would you keep kindness? Would there be peace ripe on the vine? If your words were seeds going in the ground, and your love was rain farmers prayed about, if your life was sunlight we all needed, what kind of world would it be? If you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? Yeah, if you reap what you sow, what kind of garden would you grow? Ooh, yeah. What kind of garden would you grow? Oh, what kind of garden would you grow?
Thank you. Chords, chords, chords. It's an obstacle course up here. All right. I say we pick it up just a little bit. I couldn't leave you without doing this one, but I do expect y'all to be singing it with us.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a bleached blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now, he's probably buying her some fruity little drink. Why? Right now, now he's probably up behind her with a pool stick, showing her how to shoot a combo. And we don't know. Some white trash version of Shania karaoke. And right now, she's probably saying I'm drunk, and he's thinking that he's gonna get lucky. Right now, he's probably nabbing on $3 worth of that bathroom cologne. Oh, and he don't know that I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. Beyond me, no, not on me. Sing it with us, Aubrey, come on. 'Cause I dug my key. Oh yeah. Oh, and I took her.
The Grand Ole Opry, presented by Humana. Good night from Nashville, everybody. Come back and see us again real soon. Well, coming out here right now, 18 years as a proud member of the Grand Ole Opry, 29 number one hits, 8-time Grammy Award winner. You can hear her year-round now. She's got her own Sirius XM channel, Carrie's Country, on Channel 60. She recently wrapped up her second season on American Idol on the judges panel. And she launched her new wellness brand, High Note. This year marks the 20th anniversary of her iconic hit, Before He Cheats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Grand Ole Opry star Carrie Underwood.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I bet that shotgun head still smells like my shampoo. That messed up tape deck still stuck playing that mix I made for you. Yeah, that's my strawberry wine stick, my nail polish on the tailgate. So much of me left, I bet you must get deja vu. When you're running around in that stick shift Chevy, I bet it drives you crazy. Thinking about us on every other back road, baby. You got someone new on your bench seat trying to forget me lately. But my memory's stuck, so good luck trying to get me out of that trap. So go on, touch that paint up where I scratched the driver's side. That won't take back all our weekend for no reason, right? Yeah, bet the left side of the flatbed will always be mine in your head, even though it's not me counting stars with you tonight. When you're running around in that stick shift Chevy, I bet it drives you crazy. Thinking about us on every other back road, baby. You got someone new on your bench seat trying to forget me lately. But my memory's stuck, so good luck trying to get me out of that trap. Ooh, you can shine it up, you can clean it out, spend those times all over town when the music's up and the windows down. I'm the one you're thinking of, my Silverado silhouette. It's still shotgun riding in your head. So when you're running around in that stick shift Chevy, I bet it drives you crazy. Thinking about us on every other back road, baby. You got someone new on your bench seat trying to forget me lately. But my memory's stuck, so good luck trying to get me out of that trap. My Silverado silhouette is still shotgun riding in your head.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I loved watching the video earlier of all of the moments in history that have happened today. And I have decided I do have horses, but I also have donkeys and sheep, and maybe I could just ride one of those out onto the stage. At some point, we could have a little mutton busting going on, featuring your girl. And what's the worst that could happen? I don't know. That's cool though, to just land on this thing happened for something completely random. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna happen. Right now, we're gonna go way back with one of my absolute all-time favorite songs. It's one of the first songs that I heard when I was trying to figure out what kind of an artist I was gonna be. I just got off of American Idol. I'm listening to music, having no clue really what I'm doing because I'd never made an album like that before, but I loved this song so much and I knew I had to sing it, and I love singing it to this day, all these years later. If you know it, we can have a little worship time together.
She was driving last Friday on her way to Cincinnati on a snow-white Christmas Eve. Going home to see her mama and her daddy with the baby in the backseat. 50 miles to go and she was running low on faith and gasoline.
It'd been a long, hard way. She had a lot on her mind. She didn't pay attention. She was born with before she knew what she was spinning all of them black she was lost. She saw both their lives flash before her eyes. She didn't have time to cry. She was so scared. She threw her hands up. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hand. Let me through this on my own. So give me one chance. Jesus, take the wheel. It was still getting colder when she made it to the shoulder and the car came to a stop. And she cried when she saw that baby in the back. The light will out. For the first time in a long time, she bowed and prayed. She said, "Child of God, I've been in line. No, I got to stay. So long now."
We are going to do another one of my, I feel like probably all-time favorites, and I don't know why, but it just feels very right playing this at the Opry. It's called Ghosts on the Stereo. You think I'm crying over you. You think I'm dying too. You think I'm thinking way too much and sadly out of touch with all the world and all our friends. Think what you want and think again, think again. 'Cause what you don't know is I'm throwing a party, and everybody tonight is feeling alright with some Jack in their coat. The records are spinning and the speakers are smoking. There ain't no last call. I'm having a ball with Hank Haggard and John. No, I ain't alone.
neighbors might think it's a haunted house, yeah. But I've never felt so alive. 'Cause what they don't know is I'm throwing a party, and everybody tonight is feeling alright with some Jack in their car. The records are spinning and the speakers are smoking. There ain't no last call. I'm having a ball with Hank Haggard and John. No, I ain't alone. I feel right at home with my ghost on the stereo. With my ghost on the stereo. Yeah, one song at a time, I get their advice, and the pain melts away like whiskey on. Baby, you don't know that I'm throwing a party, and everybody tonight is feeling alright with some Jack in their coat. Yeah, the records are spinning and the speakers are smoking. There ain't no last call. I'm having a ball with Hank Haggard and John. No, I ain't alone. I feel right at home with my ghost on the stereo. With my ghost on the stereo. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Got my ghost on the stereo.
Thank you much. Playing hopscotch, jump rope up here with the chords. So I always preface this song and say I would like to dedicate it to everybody that is a hard worker. And I feel like right now in our world, the work never stops because it can just follow you home. It is very important to have some time just for yourself to go have fun. Hopefully that's why you are here in Nashville this week, blowing off a little steam, having some fun, and then you can go back cup filled, had a little fun time, then you can get back to work and hit it hard. So I will dedicate this to you guys.
She's a small town, hard-working woman just trying to make a living. Working 3 jobs, feeding 4 little mouths in a rundown kitchen. When you're never taking nothing and doing nothing but giving, well, it's hard to be a good wife and a good mom and a good Christian. Said I don't drink, but sometimes I need a spare drink. Steaming from the harbor glass, let the world fade away. She said I don't smoke, but sometimes I need a long drive. Yeah, I know it might sound bad, but sometimes I need a smoke. He's a big city, hard-working man just trying to climb the ladder. First generation to go to college instead of driving a tractor. Never had nothing handed to him on a silver platter. It's hard to be a good man, good son, and do something good that matters. He said I don't drink, but sometimes I wanna pop that top. Take a swig and make the world stop and watch it fade away.
One more time for Carrie Underwood, everybody. I mean, I don't smoke, but, you know, sometimes. Have y'all had a good time at the Opry tonight? Well, we're going to bring out one last performer for us tonight. She began her musical journey at age 9 in Southeast Missouri. She performed and toured with her family band, the Harper family. She just won season 24 of American Idol, y'all. She has a new single called String Cheese. Some of you may have listened to it. And just a few hours ago, she made her Grand Ole Opry debut. Please welcome back to the stage, Hannah Harper.
How's everybody doing tonight? This is insane. Stomping in, boots are racking on the floorboard, pacing back and forth, kitchen to the front door. Looks like you've had bad luck for sure, but I didn't do it. I don't take kindly to a reckless tongue, so quit getting all undone. Well, you don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. And the last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you, dear, but I'm gonna give you one of 3 choices. Simmer down, count way up, or hold your horses. I ain't saying, sweetheart, that you gotta be tame, but you need to pull back on the reins. Think you can see who's to blame, and I didn't do it. Your saddle seemed to get turned around. You're running like a rodeo clown. You don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. And the last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you, dear, but I'm gonna give you one of 3 choices. Simmer down, count way up, or hold your horses. Well, I'd rather 2 steps, stomp my feet. So take a deep breath and say it with me. 1, 2, 3. You don't wanna ride this trail too fast now, baby. And the last thing that I need right now is crazy. Well, I love you, dear, but I'm gonna give you one of 3 choices. Simmer down, count way up, or hold your horses. I said simmer down, count way up, or hold your horses. Well, I said simmer down, count way up, or hold your horses. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It is my bedtime. I'll tell you what. Y'all are working folks, aren't you? How many of y'all got to wake up and go to work in the morning? The majority of you. I am so privileged and honored to be here. I feel like standing on this stage this is the best stage in country music. It really is. Somebody asked me, they said, what are you going to do if you get to play the Opry? I said, I guess I'm going to quit, because what's after that? It doesn't get much better than this. This next song that we're going to do is an original that I wrote that I got to share with the world on American Idol stage during the finale. And it's a song, when you come to Nashville and you start in writers' rounds, writing in Nashville is like speed dating. You get in a room with writers and you're like, okay, tell me as much about yourself as you can in 5 minutes, and then we're going to write a nice, deep, meaningful song. And so I started talking, and he said, tell me about where you're from. I said, well, I'm from Bunker, Missouri, population 200, salute. But I married into Willow Springs. And he said, you married in? I'm like, yeah, I met my husband, and that's the town I married into. He said, I don't want to hear anymore, that's our song. I said, alrighty. So we wrote a little love song about Willow, and it's called Married Into This Town. I hope you guys enjoy it.
City streets for a small town boy in his grandma's ring, a white picket fence and a front porch swing, hand-me-down couch and a newfound dream. I wasn't born with roots in the ground, but I brought them with me and planned to lay them down. Ain't got a money tree growing in the yard, but there's a dollar store where you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Down at Bronze Diner, they're spilling the tea. It's the best cherry pie in all of Willow Springs. Buried in the church, baptized in the creek. Friday night lights up the end of the week. I wasn't born with roots in the ground, but I brought them with me and planned to lay them down. Ain't got a money tree growing in the yard, but there's a dollar store where you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. There's a dollar store right down the street
And a Casey's gas station.
I just wanna be anywhere you are, hands in the dirt, planting new seeds. Some people can't wait to get out. Oh, but I'm married into this town. Oh, but I'm married into this town. God knows where I'd be right now if you hadn't brought me to this town. Oh, 'cause I'm married into this town.
Thank you guys so much. Anybody catch that? How many of y'all know what a Casey's gas station is? They got the best sliced pizza in Missouri. I'm going to introduce these fellas. I didn't do that the first half, and now I feel real bad. Nobody knew who you were. Over here is my oldest brother, one of my older brothers. I got two. I grew up with a bunch of boys, and then when it was time for me to have kids, I prayed for a little girl, and God said, double or nothing, and gave me 3 boys. So I think that he knew, he prepared me when he gave me these boys. But this is Dylan Harper. He's a Donovan English teacher. Give it up. we're hoping this is his last year and he can hit the road. We're trying to make that happen. And over here, I got a Bunker, Missouri special. He's a mechanic at Dalty's Auto. This is my oldest brother. Give it up for Dalton Harper. We are so thrilled and honored to have this opportunity. We've been singing music together since I was 9 years old in 2009. We did ministry with our family growing up for many years, and obviously this is the stage that we always dreamed of being on. And God has a good sense of humor, and he allowed us to all come and be on this stage together, and I'm so appreciative. Thank you, boys, for being here with me. I really love it. This next song that I'm going to do is a song that I've got to share with the world, a song that I wrote in a very vulnerable season that God has ministered to so many women and men across the earth. I had no idea. And in a hard season, it's easy to say, God, why are you allowing this to happen to me? And I struggle with postpartum depression, and now I'm on the other side of it, and I've seen how my song about cheese has helped so many women, and it has let me know why God made me walk that journey. And I can't wait to share this song with you guys. If you've never heard of it, this is String Cheese.
Warm my morning coffee up for the third time. Miss Rachel on the TV with their favorite nursery rhyme. Hot wheels and little people under my feet. Babies crying, it's pure chaos, but I don't miss a beat. Always knew that a 9 to 5 wouldn't suit me very good, but my hours are extended. That's just motherhood. I never knew this is what my 20s would look like, but they saved me, for I had the chance to waste my life. And some days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I worry about their every need. When I'm overwhelmed and touched, yeah, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, can you open my string cheese? I smile because I know meeting their needs fills my soul. Being their mama is who I'm meant to be. 'Cause one day I'll be alone with a hot, fresh cup of joe, wishing that someone would just drop by. And I'll sit and reminisce on times that I sure miss. Scattered toys and a baby on my hip. I thought finding peace in the quiet's what I wanted, but I'd do anything to go back to being needed. To those days I wanna cry, run away and hide, but I'd worry about their every need. When I'm overwhelmed and touched out, they come climbing up on the couch, saying, Mama, can you open my string cheese? I smile because I know meeting their needs fills my soul. Being their mama is who I'm meant to be.
Thank you all so much. You have made my debut so special. From Dalton and Dylan and Hannah Harper, you guys have a blessed night.
A standing ovation for Hannah Harper as we close out the show. This has been the Grand Ole Opry presented by Humana. Good night from Nashville.